that hotel was minging. Yeah, it was cold and it was just minging. So bad review on that one. All right, today I'm just going to hit the road and head to Lima. I'll video as I'm coming into Lima because apparently it's pretty grotty and quite interesting. For now, it's just hit the sort of B roads, get some fuel, cover some distance. I've got 250 kilometers to do today, so let's go. Just stopped to have a little break and to just adjust my chain because it's making a bit of a rattling noise as I'm riding along, which I'm going to change it, so I wasn't like bothered about it, but I can't stand it, it's annoying me, so I've just tightened it up. But I had to leave the spanners in the sun for a second because it was so cold this morning that when I pulled them out the tool roll, they were still cold to touch. So yeah, it's warming up now, 20 degrees. It would appear there seems to be a toilet seat shortage in Peru. Not quite sure why that is, but obviously not some extra. We've been riding in some lovely mountains, just come to a nice petrol station. Go that way now, into them. When I hit the coast-ish. Well, I'm definitely in the desert area of Peru now. And look at the state of the rubbish behind me, it's minging. All of a sudden, the roads just come, all this rubbish along the side of the road. Like even shoes, look. But the setting's kind of nice, it's all kind of like sand dunes, sort of big sandy mountains and stuff. And there's a bit of a fog and cloudy in the air, which every time I've come to the Pacific coast, I've had this anyway, so I'm not really surprised. But we're 86 kilometers away. We are 60 kilometers from Lima, still in the dirty air and all that stuff, and in the sand, and in the rubbish. And in a sec, I'm just going to join the Panama Highway. And that's the first time I've joined the Panama Highway in Peru, ever. I think it's the first time I've actually joined it on this trip, no certainly. Here we are, a dual carriageway. The fastest I've been on this trip too, pretty much. Rubbish on the side of the road. Do you know what it reminds me of actually? This is really sad to say this, but it reminds me of the A40. The A40, I don't know why, the road is in and out of London off the M40 and it's caked in shit all the way down the barriers. It's always got rubbish there the entire time. And I don't know. Oh look, the sea! I can see the sea! Let's just crack on with this and see if we can get some interesting footage of shit traffic when I get into Lima. It's getting very populated as I'm in the outskirts. It's just the state of the rubbish. I'm getting whiffs of the smell I think Damo mentioned. I still think it smells better than slough, if I'm honest. But there we go. Yeah, look, it's just the sofa there, for God's sake. Just rubbish, crap everywhere. Look at that. It's literally just like a dump station everywhere. It's weird because I haven't seen this part of Peru really. I've seen tiny little villages, I've seen, you know, I've seen rubbish, and I've seen a lot of mountains. And because I've been in such rural areas, it's been really nice, but I haven't seen this kind of dense town population of rubbish. I knew it was here, I've heard about it, very difficult to see it with your own eyes. Okay, I'm in quite a bit of traffic now. Taken my phone off and stuck it in my sort of bag, my little pouch here, and I've tethered my tablet. So I've got Google Maps actually running in a little corner there. So I've got both options of what's happening, just in case someone sees my phone and just take it off the handlebars. Everyone tooting at everyone. Oh look, clean one. Whoop whoop, see you later, bye. The bus has broken down, screwed everything up. I'm gonna watch my coolant temp as well. It's been doing quite well the last couple of days. This is the test, a big city, really populated compared to what I'm used to. Like, you think the biggest city I've been in for a while is Quito, and Lima is much bigger, I think. You're going to stay in your lane, or you're going to dive over to mine? What do you feel like doing? Yeah, alright, just took the horn instead. Schlunk. Apparently the area I'm staying in is quite nice. It's the nicer area. So I've got myself, well, I haven't booked it yet. I've got 2 hostels in mind, and I'm going to basically check out what their parking is like. They both say free parking, but I always take when they say free parking, don't give any details with a pinch of salt, because it might be, yes, we've got free parking outside on the road. Like, well, that's not good enough for me. And if it's good,
I'll take it. If it's not, I've got another one to look at. Every single building looks unfinished or partly demolished. Can't quite decide which one it is. Like that one, that's partly demolished, obviously. Not got a roof anymore. Well, this is my worst nightmare, isn't it? 16 kilometers, 58 minutes, and I'm too fat to fit down some of these gaps. And then when you do fit down the gaps, you got somebody selling ice creams, obviously. Come on, move over a little bit. There we go. Right, let's just see if we can make a bit of headway. These lorries are going to be a problem. So yeah, that's me shut off that lane for all the other bikes too. Oh, it's a bastard. I hate traffic, even though I was busting through most of it. I need to pull over, let the bike cool down. It's 121, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck in traffic. Got cones everywhere, but I might just stop it here. Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in. Gotta let it cool down. It's way too hot. Okay, let it cool down a little bit. It's just warmed up, and I took some more water in. Now I've got Google Maps on one side and my temperature on the other side. I'm trying to get a bit of airflow through the system. Let's use the hard shoulder, get out of the way. Try and cool it down. It is working, it is coming. This is horrendous. Come on mate, you can fit through there, and then I can get in front of this car. I'm not going to fit through that. Right, turn the engine off. It turns out the injector circuit problem would appear to be related to heat, because I've just got it back again and I haven't seen it in a couple of days. So, which is a good thing, because it means that if I fix the heat problem, which I will, because the fan is at my mum's, hopefully it should solve its problem. Oh, this is bollocks. I want to be on that road now. I made some water on the radiator. I just jumped onto this little road just to get some airflow. Hopefully I can, well, I can always find my way, but that road there is shagged. So let's join this. Oh bollocks! That is also shagged. Oh, do I want to try and get in that? Really? Is there another way? Oh, it's moving. Alright, let's get in it. Come on, go. Go, 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 go. Come on, little man. Oh, bastard. We're supposed to be moving with traffic, not playing with your phone, even though I was. At least I wasn't stopping anyone. Come on, go, go, go. Go, go, push, 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 go, go, go. Out my way. Whoop. Not enough years riding in traffic, these lot. Some of them. You'd think that they'd be good living in Lima. There we go, temperature's down, lovely, lovely. Happy days. Still got 36 minutes to do 15 kilometres. It's taken me, I've only done a kilometre. Oh God. Well, you go in front. Why would you ride there? What? I think I was just getting pulled over and then he basically screwed himself over. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know why I wasn't, what was going on. The speed limit was 80k and I was doing one underneath that, and then he screwed himself up. So yeah, don't know why he's driven me off here. It was pointless. And then he basically drove himself. What a mong. Anyway, well, I want to get back on there. Maybe there's a law that bikes aren't allowed there, but I don't know that, and Google Maps doesn't know that. I can't believe that copper went over the bollards and was just like and screwed himself over. I don't know whether he's trying to pull me over or what. Oh well. I found it quite funny. What I thought was, if I turn the cameras on, maybe he'll change his mind. Which maybe he did. I don't know. Honestly, this has taken ages. I'm back on the sort of main road, part of highway thing. I didn't see any signs to say no bikes or anything, so I don't understand. I say 80 kilometers an hour, being on this floor, doing 70. Which is what I was doing anyway. So no clue what that cop wanted. Putting a bit of water in the reservoir seemed to have solved my problem, but I'm turning it off whenever I get sat in trade works. And I sprayed some water on the radiator down there as well. Seems to be behaving itself, which is nice. This hopefully will also be the last time I have this problem, because I'm going to solve it here. Okay, so I turned up at the hostel. The parking is just outside on the street, so I'm not really happy with that. So I'm looking at hotels, but then when you look at hotels, you might as well get a Airbnb. So I'm now talking to a guy with an Airbnb who's literally just around the corner from here. Might be actually like one of these buildings here. Basically for £27 a night, I'll get an apartment with secure parking, which is the most expensive thing, or was the priority, right? The hostel would have been nice because it was £7, £7, £8 a night, but if I've got to pay an extra £20 to make sure the bike is safe, it sucks, but that is, you know, journey doesn't continue without it. So let's see how this goes. I've got spots everywhere where I've just full of shit and road dirt. Okay, the host of the Airbnb is messaging me back, so hopefully I've just said to him that parking's my #1 priority, and I want to make sure that it's in a secure spot. Inside the building there are 2 parking levels. Okay, perfect. Right, let's book this then. Sort it out, and I'm literally round the corner from it, and there is a supermarket right there, and a really handsome and good looking reflection just there, look. He must be cool. Come on, it's green. And I'm safely in. Bike's parked just underneath there, which I can see from my living room window, which is nice. It's about 30 quid, just under £30, like 28 quid for a nice big living room. It doesn't have a TV, but I don't really use one anyway, so I'm not bothered. Bedroom, and then like a shower and bathroom and stuff. So it's very nice. We've got a little kitchenette as well. So I'm going to be held up here for a little while I sort out the bits. And going to explore Lima, which should be quite nice. So I'm in a little cafe, and Sven has recommended I come here for churros and chocolate, and it looks amazing. Oh yeah. Here's a question. Is it bad that I'm drinking a bowl of chocolate? So good. Alright, walking through town, and I'm heading down towards the beach area, and hopefully I will see a British icon. It's down there. I found him. Although it's not really the deepest, darkest of Peru. It's Lima. Here he is, look. Good old Panton Bear. Has he got a marmalade sandwich in his hat? No, he's missing one. We need to get him one. We need to get him a marmalade sandwich. Rather than the beach view, I think that's one of the highlights of coming to Lima, meeting Paddington. I think he's there's statues a few places around Peru. I think he's in a couple of places, so I'll see if I can hunt him out when I'm near. Such a massive contrast walking around, looking at like all the sort of nice small areas and the plants here and the big buildings. I mean, that's a huge Marriott hotel, but then I think about the roads and the sort of dirt and broken houses and sort of almost slums that I rode in to get here. It's like such a contrast between the centre of the town, or the area that I'm in, and the rest of the place. And in fact, a lot of rural Peru too, from what I've seen. It's all the money is here. Back in my apartment, I'm absolutely dead, just battling with traffic most of the morning. Been to KTM and got some oil, and I have been and organised a new rear tyre that I'm going to collect further down, about 1,000 kilometres further down. Got a contact for a front tyre that's going to get delivered. Oh, that is the first time in my life that scooter rider that's behind me, that's just parked up there,
has just dropped off a tyre, and I did the whole deal through WhatsApp. He turned up, pulled a card machine out of his backpack, and I got a new front tyre. If only it was that simple in the UK. It's lovely. And I literally ordered it maybe an hour ago, something like that, 2 hours ago. Really quick. So this is the MT21 from Pirelli. I'm going to give it a go. It's quite aggressive, which should be quite nice. So I think I'll try and fit that tomorrow. We'll see what it's like. It was cheap, basically. I think it was about $70, maybe 50 quid. 50, 60 quid. There's reports you can get 10,000 Ks out of it. If I get that, I'll be happy. And I've just been to see a guy called Travis who has got chain sprockets and some coolant and is very kindly, hopefully going to let me work at his shop tomorrow to get everything done. So it's been a productive morning just riding around Lima. And it also turns out I was on that highway again today, and all cars were tooting at me and telling me to get off, and I was going on. So apparently motorcycles, I guess, aren't allowed on that particular road. Although I didn't see any signs, and Google Maps keeps wanting to tell me that. So I've now turned off toll roads and motorways while I'm in Lima, so it won't let me get on that road. It'll always navigate me on the right road. So maybe that's probably what the police officer was trying to get me off the road yesterday, because for some reason, bikes aren't allowed on that. I don't know why, because it's 3 lanes, 80 kilometers an hour. My bike will easily achieve that, no problem. So whatever. At Travis's place, and the bike's apart. I'm taking some bits apart. Got my new rear sprocket, and I've actually got the front sprocket, which I'll keep as a spare. And then I've also got a whole chain kit and a slider, which is nice because that slider's done all of the kilometers that I've done on this trip, which is about 45,000 miles, I think. And this is the cool part. So they had an old fan, or a new fan, so they've taken the motor out and managed to swap the motor to my housing, and this is all now working. So I've got a working fan. I've still got problem with customs and maybe trying to get my other fan in the country, but if it doesn't work, well, they won't let me have it because it's second hand. I will just say, all right, bin it, lose £45, which is annoying, but then I've got a working fan that I can leave today. So winner. Thank you very much, guys. New chain and sprocket is on. I've changed the oil, I've changed the coolant. We've kind of sorted a fan out, but I need to speak to Travis about what's actually going to happen. I'm also still battling with customs to try and get the fan that I've ordered into the country with the rest of it. I've taken the rear wheel out and I've re-greased the bearings and double checked the bearings, done the same with the front, and also changed the front tyre. This is my old TKC-AT, which is pretty shit and worn. I didn't really like it anyway. And so I'm running a MT21, which is Pirelli one, so it's much more aggressive, but it should be good. So the bike is all sweet. I've done a bolt check and checked everything. I just need to put the tank back on, but as I say, I need to sort out what's going on with that fan first, and then I can put it all back together and head off, and then sit and wait for this box to hopefully turn up. Customs are being real pain in the arse. Basically, apparently you're not allowed to import second-hand parts. And of course, I bought my fan off eBay, therefore it's second-hand. And I mentioned it was second-hand on the paperwork for the import stuff, because I thought, well, you know, so it's not new and it's cheaper and hopefully get in with the taxes. And then I learned that it's a problem. So I've been emailing customs and basically saying to them, like, if you don't let me have that part, I'm going to be stuck. And they're saying, oh, well, it's legislation, we're not allowed to import second-hand parts. And I was like, well, everything about me and my bike is all used and second-hand, basically, and I came into the country and I'm going to be leaving the country, much like that part is going to come into the country and is going to be leaving the country with me. So I can't understand why I'm not kind of allowed, or they couldn't make some sort of exception, because I'm not permanently importing the part. It's usually going to be in Peru for as long as I am, which is probably 3 to 4 weeks, and then I'm off again. So yeah, they're being dicks. And then I said, well, if I'm really not allowed it, can you take the part out and send me the rest, because I've got some other bits coming, and I don't know whether that's possible. So what might happen is they might just return the whole lot back to home, so that would go back to my mum's house, back to the original address, which means I'd lose about £100 worth of shipping from DHL, and then I'd have to buy the fan that is basically in my bike already at the moment. So it would cost me, or 200, yeah, it would cost me almost £300, I think, ish, to sort it all out, maybe $350 or something. And I still wouldn't get any of the stuff that I've bought that I was sending. I'd have to get my mate to bring that out later, which is annoying because I've got to wait for it. And yeah, it's a bit of a rant now, but they've pissed me off. Okay, everything's sorted, all back together, ready to go. I've taken the fan out and left it with Travis. Travis is going to look after it for me, and then if customs allow me to have mine, then sweet, and if not, then I come back and I buy that and the fan and everything. So yeah. So I'm at an English bakery. Obviously I've got a scone and some jam, and I think that's cream, but it looks a bit like butter. The question is it a scone or a scone, or is it jam or cream first? Anyway, I'll leave that up to you. I'm just going to eat it. That wasn't a bad scone. It was cream in the end. It's obviously clotted cream, which is nice. Several emails with customs, and they really pissed me off basically. So they've not allowed my part to come into the country because it's second hand. So I'm going to have to buy the one that we kind of made up from Travis, which is, at least I've got an option. But I spent 100 quid getting a box to customs in Peru and then it turning around again. So it's very irritating, and I don't have any of the things that I wanted. So yeah, but at least we've got an option. Our bike's working and I can head off. So that's what I'm going to do on Tuesday, and it's now Saturday. Well, I'm back at Travis's place. Got a haircut, not here. Changed the fan over, so I got the new fan, or new fan motor here. So that's good. Got a little bit of a deal on it slightly because it was a second-hand one that they were trying to get rid of, I guess. But that means my bikes are working. Right, let's head back to my Airbnb, pack my stuff, and then tomorrow we go and explore. It is time to leave this lovely Airbnb. I've had quite a good chilled week, productive week. The bike is now running fine, and which is good. I've no idea what's going on with my parcel. My parcel seems to be on hold, and then it had a clearance event yesterday and it's still on hold, not doing anything. So we really don't know what's going on with that. Going to see some canyon today, walk a road that's within a canyon, which is a bit like what I've done before I think, but it should be good. I'm quite interested to see what's there. Let's get the hell out of Lima. I don't know what it's going to be like because it's, what time is it? 9:15, so hopefully I've missed a bit of the rush hour. And that's my goal this morning, leaving a little later, but it's still a big city, so it still could be shit. Well, while sighting traffic, my fans have just come on at 97. I can feel both of them running, which is good. And the temperature seems to be coming down, so it's working! Lovely! Temperatures look coming down. So problem of overheating is fixed. Who would have thought? Proper coolant filled up and 2 working fans, and I'm fine. Look at this shit show. We're just going to go through it because no one cares. There we go. Push through. Drive like a twat, like everyone else does in Peru. Right, I'm getting out of Lima. I'm back in the rubbish zone, as I call it. So back out of the sort of nice area. Oh, I'm pleased to get out. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be like really bad, but it wasn't, so that's good. I guess I'm going out of town, which is against traffic, so there is that bonus. Definitely takes concentration riding in these cities because there's no lane position. It's quite common at a roundabout for the car that's on the inside to then decide he wants to go left across 3 lanes and just push across. It's common that the traffic coming onto the roundabout is just going to push on and force all the traffic that's on the roundabout to stop. There's just absolutely no discipline whatsoever, and no one knows what anyone's really doing. It's a bit mental. Almost out, sort of.
Colombia.
Hola.
Colombia.
Pardon?
Colombia.
Colombia? No, Inglaterra.
Ah.
Sí.
Inglaterra.
Sí.
Ah,
Yeah.
bien. Ah, Inglaterra.
Gracias.
Sí, no sé bien.
Sí.
Soy de Venezuela yo. Yo soy de Venezuela.
Ah. I still don't know what enough of Spanish.
País, conociendo, rodando, conociendo.
Oh, I can't hear very well. I got earplugs in.
Ah.
That's my excuse anyway. So everyone thinks I'm from Colombia because I've got a yellow plate, but it's not. It's English. It looks completely different. But the bike is running really well. It's not overheating at all. I've been battling traffic for about an hour and a half now, so that's not too bad. Hottest it's got is just then 102, so I'll take that. It's much better. Right, I'm almost out of the city. It's hell, it's hot. Just take my jacket off and stopped in a petrol station for a quick cold drink. Yeah, slow going. I've only done like 40 kilometers and it's taken, what, 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours? But say, I'm out of the worst of the city now, so should get better.
Well, I am on a lovely country road. I don't know whether I'm allowed to overtake this cop or not, so I'll just sit behind him. But it's lovely back out in the mountains again. It's going so slow. Why is it going so slow? This is painful. I mean, yeah. He was going quicker than this, and he spotted me, then he slowed down. I don't know what point that is. But yeah, it's lovely. I'm going to see if I can get past him. The car behind me wants to overtake. Maybe I should overtake. I'll let him overtake first. You want to go, mate? You go. I don't want to get pulled over because I can't speak Spanish, and it takes me ages to get my documents out, and I can't be asked with the battle of it all. Wait for the gap. Ain't gonna catch me up anyway. Yeah, the car's just overtaking him now. So, who knows? That's cool. An old bridge, and then a railway bridge by the looks of it. We have a tunnel. Another little bridge. A network of bridges. Look, this is not even the canyon I'm going to. This is just the road to it. But it looks really cool. Oh, it's kind of waterfall. Yeah, it's a nice road. It's a bit busy, a lot of trucks. And a lot of crazy drivers. Okay, I'm off road, look. And that is because Sven gave me a GPX track. And so I'm now on this GPX track. I'm going to follow this. Don't know where it goes, but I do. It's on the map, so I should say I do know where it goes. But follow this, which is nicer than that main road I was on. What I mean is I don't know what I'm going to get into, but I think it's just going to be a dirt road. See how much grip my front tyre's got now. It's definitely going to slow me down, which changes where I might end up tonight, because I'm still not sure of that. But it takes me to where I want to go, so let's just follow it. It takes me through some nice areas, like a mountain by the looks of it. The mountains are really pretty, and it turns out I'm 4,200 meters up, so it's quite nice. Temperature I can't see. It's warm. It's 16. Yeah, it's a nice temperature. It's just a very simple but bumpy gravel road with a few cows, a few little tiny stream crossings. I don't know how, I have no idea anything about this track. Just a GPX track on my sat nav that I've decided to follow. So, and it's 120 kilometers in total. We'll see how I get on. I've done 10 Ks of it already. It's what, 11, 1:30. So hopefully I can get off of it and find a hotel by the end of the day. It's lovely. Those mountains. You can definitely feel the altitude. Someone asked me the other day, what am I like at altitude? And generally, I'm perfectly fine. I don't really notice it. I say sometimes I get a little headache when I'm going up and down too quickly, but it's only a minor one. A bit like if you haven't drunk enough water. So sometimes I think it might be that. What you can tell is the shortness of breath. I definitely find myself breathing and yawning, feeling more lethargic, things like that, with the lack of oxygen. Generally, I was just riding along a minute ago, and I happened to look. I looked at the mountains and thought, oh, they're quite like barren, there's not many trees on them. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look at what altitude I'm at, and I was like, oh, I'm at 4,000. I don't notice it, really. I like these roads. I had 2 cars come the other way, and that's about it. You just feel really remote, and you know, it takes the pressure off. Don't have to worry about traffic or anything like that. Look at that little valley and gorgeous lake. And some snow-capped mountains over there. It's awesome. Absolutely amazing. It's a bit cooler, the temperature's dropping quite fast. It's beautiful, isn't it? Glad I'm taking this road. I was looking at the map yesterday and I realised that this track literally leads to the start of the canyon that I want to go and see. So I was like, well, that's perfect. I'll just ride out of Lima to this, ride this, and then I can ride that little canyon. Is that a load of sheep in the road? I think it is. Let's could be problematic. Hi guys. Some friendly people. So, yeah. Right, let's see how this goes. They're either all going to move, or they're going to stay still. No, I'm good. I can just filter through. This is brilliant. Not from you, yeah. Okay, so they're heading them this way, which is perfect. So if I can't just push through gently. Oh, this is really good. Okay. These are quite well worked sheep. Just stop, let the ones that are a bit nervous go around me. Move them forward. Oh, stilled it. Oh, he's got a sore leg. All broken, one of them. He won't last too long. This reminds me of New Zealand. Oh, come on. Bike's really being weird. But it's really intermittent weird. I don't know whether the... Oh, these little lammies. Come on, little lammies. Yeah. You're a bit late, mate. Barking at me. You're going to chase me? Yeah, there's no point in herding me. You're herding the wrong way. You're going to just run all the way back. Very stupid idea. You're going to wear yourself out in the wrong direction. Anyway, that was a bit of interesting work, wasn't it? Probably the best behaved sheep I've had all trip. Just stopping for a break. I'm very lethargic. I can feel my blood sugar level is like hit the floor. I had a alright breakfast this morning, like a protein yogurt and a couple of bananas and things, and some orange juice, which is a lot of fluid, but then I had a Coke when I stopped, and I think it's just gone, and I've just got low blood sugar, so I'm having some biscuits because of what I've got some nuts, some trail mix, which I might have as well. I had a sunny bit, and I'm just looking at that gorgeous view of the mountains in like a little rest area, I guess. It's lovely and peaceful up here. There's no one here. Anyway, eat a few more biscuits and then crack on. Holy shit. I'm at 1,925 meters. So a new high from what I was before, which is 4.8. I believe this is the start of the down, so this is the peak. Waiting for the sugar for the biscuits to kick in. I think they are. Maybe I should have had a bigger breakfast this morning, but I didn't have much in the house, and I didn't want to keep much because I didn't want to carry it. We'll work our way down there. Look at the colours of it. It's amazing. Get a better view on this corner. Hang on. Yeah, the colours of it is amazing. And the snow-capped mountain on the left there. Glorious. And these bumps here are absolutely lethal. They're like a V shape. They're so strong, and so have to really slow down for them, because they will just eat the front and rear tyre. I put my heat grips on, I think, actually. And a little cold. I got it. Oh no, let me see, look at the state of that. I just have got it on. What a day, didn't expect this at all. I thought it was going to be road, I didn't think I'd be going high. This is where I love kind of following these GPX tracks a little bit, because you just never know. Because the snow right there, that's how cold it is. It's just there at the top. Here I am in just a super shirt and a jersey. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, this is cool. Concentration, picking my lines. This is really cool, I like this. Oh, down we go. I am quite cold. Ooh, well. Carry on working our way down this. Oh, that was a surprise to me, the altitude and this road. I've gone down a bit and then I went back up a bit. Oh, this camera's turned off. Why? It's got 30%. I don't know what's going on. 1, 2, 3. Look at that lovely road. Apart from I think I'm going to go into rain. I don't know. Maybe it's the cold. Maybe it's the altitude. But 35% and it's dying. Bastard. Well, I'm very pleased to be turning away from that. That looks damn miserable. Instead, my road goes this way. And what a lovely lake and view that is. Very pleased with that. I did not like the idea of that. It's 3:30. I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight. And obviously, there's not much around here. So I don't fancy camping, not on a mountain. The hunt has got to go on. The road was just round a lake and it goes back this way. So now I'm a bit worried. So I'm going to go into that weather. So we'll just see how far we get or what happens. I don't really know. I could be riding into a shitstorm. So yeah, maybe today is when I end up wild camping. I don't know. I've got food, I've got water, I've got everything I need. So wouldn't be a problem. I'm just trying not to just because I can't be bothered. That looks crap. So I'm going to put my waterproofs on now. Gear up for wet weather, so camera's away, phone away. Yeah, just gear up for it, I think. Well, it's cold enough that if I put my rain gear on anyway, it's not going to matter. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this. I'll either call it a day and go pitch up over there, but it's only 4 o'clock, or I bide, seeing as I've got daylight for 2 hours, and try and get out of this mountain, off this mountain. I feel like a Michelin man now. It's only one small layer, but it changes everything for me. Look at that! I'll zoom in. One big waterfall system. That's pretty beautiful. It's getting nuts. Ho ho ho! Look at that. So cool. That mountain is also absolutely stunning as the light's hitting it. Well, it's not on it, but it's kind of just about hitting it. So I'm 5k from a town. We're gonna go and try and see if I can stay there. Oh, I'm tired. 235 kilometers. I am in this little town. I think I found the better hotel that's here, that's with parking. So I'm gonna go find out where that is, and well, not where it is, but where I park and how much it is. And I haven't really got a choice, I think, tonight. I just got to take it. There's nowhere else to go. They've got like water gutter that runs right in the middle. Now this is twice the width of the road that's further up in town. And when I first come in, I was in the middle. I applied the front brakes and the front moved and it got onto the edge of it. Inevitably, I dropped it. I shifted the bike to one side, picked it up again, and then I was fine. But
They have these circles in the middle as well. Let me just zoom in quickly. And when I'm up there, you basically have to ride finger over this bit. Now that one hasn't got an island in the middle. And so I was able to kind of like cross it. But that is lethal for a motorcycle because it will literally just take your tyre and put you in it. And then you're being an arsehole to get back out again. Anyway, I'm going to check out this 2-star hotel. And yeah, I just thought I'd tell you I dropped it. Checked in, showered. It was lovely in hot water. Or lovely hot water, should I say. It was 80 soles, so that's like, I don't know, 15 quid, maybe 20 quid. 20 quid, yeah, something like that. Somewhere between 15 and 20 quid. But it's quite a nice little room. Bike's right outside the window, so that's nice. It was an interesting day. I was a little nervous with the weather, but managed to avoid all of it, which was nice. I could see where I'd been, or where the rain had been, sorry, because I was going through a lot of puddles to the point where my socks are wet, and then I've managed to leave all my other socks and boxes on the bike still. So I'm about to put my wet socks back on to go for dinner, and then I can't be asked to go to the bike and get the socks, so I will just wear the same socks and boxes tomorrow. Sod it, dirty traveller. Well, that's that. I'm knackered, gonna get some food. Ciao. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.